Welcome back to Grand Forks, North Dakota, and the Ralph Engelstad Arena, where the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux play their home hockey games, and a lot of people call this one of the finest buildings in all of college hockey for sure, and maybe in all of hockey. Earlier today, the tournament opened up with Canada taking on the Slovakians, and Patrice Bergeron got things started off quickly as he took the pass from Sidney Crosby, and these two names are going to be the players of the tournament for Canada.
And you're going to see him a lot in this highlight package. What a move by Bergeron, using the back of the net to shake his check, to walk out front to score his second of the game. But Crosby and Bergeron were a tandem that were difficult for the Slovaks to handle. And then late in the game, we saw one of the most exciting plays in hockey, the penalty shot. After the Slovakian team got themselves back into the hockey game to 5-3, Canada able to use their superior ability and pull away for a 4-goal victory.
Yeah, Clark MacArthur with that goal on the penalty shot. Meanwhile, in Group A, the Czech Republic defeats Belarus by a score of 7-2. Now you notice there's Group B and Group A, and the reason is that each side is broken into pools. And you see Group A consists of the United States, Czech Republic, Russia, Switzerland, and Belarus. So Czech Republic is on top now with one victory. In Group B, Canada is on top, and they are also paired with Finland, Slovakia, Sweden, and Germany. But everybody looks at these two teams here tonight, Andy, as the ones that should be vying for the top of the pool between the U.S. and Russia. And Patrick O'Sullivan, the key for the United States.
Certainly one of the keys for Coach Scott Sandelin, a veteran of the wars of the World Junior Championship, scored 3 goals last year, 2 coming in that final game victory. One where he actually never even touched the puck when Marc-Andre Fleury came out to play it. Got credited for the goal. He did score earlier in that period, a beautiful shot right up under the crossbar, but a guy that you count on for offense, and he's going to have to provide it. The best players for Team USA have to perform the best if they're going to repeat as champions this year.
You talk about how the Russians are loaded up front. Defensively, the United States will have their hands full, and one of the men that Scott Sandelin will be looking to is Ryan Suter.
Ryan Suter, again, a veteran of this World Junior Championships. This will be his 3rd appearance as well. He's wearing the C as the captain of this squad, and for a number of reasons. Number 1, of his skill level. Expect him to play in every situation, whether it's power play, penalty killing, 4-on-4. He'll get a lot of ice time. He's a leader because he's been around. He's experienced some pro hockey. He's bringing that experience and those leadership qualities back to the Team USA locker room.
Behind the bench for Team USA will be Scott Sandelin, the 5th-year coach at the University of Minnesota Duluth. Last year he led the Bulldogs to the NCAA Frozen Four for the first time since 1985. And the U.S., he also played in the World Juniors in 1984 in Sweden, and he said they wore Cooperalls back then.
Those were the one-piece long pants. I experienced that in professional hockey. My first year playing with the Philadelphia Flyers, that was in vogue at the time, and short-lived.
Al Montoya gets the start for Sandelin, and that's the obvious choice. We touched on how experienced he is. Is he really the total key for the United States in this tournament?
Well, I think goaltending is for every team in this event, and when you look at a team that wants to repeat and everybody wants to knock this U.S. squad off, yes, he will be a key.
You look at the starting lineups for Team USA, and Bourque, Chris Bourque, the son of Hall of Famer Ray Bourque, will be playing on the left side of the top line. Meanwhile, defensively, it'll be Suter anchoring a core of young, quick, mobile defensemen.
And that's the way they're going to have to play. They're going to have to be very good decision makers out there. They're not a physical brand of 6 to 7 defensemen. They're going to have to work their angles, keep things to the perimeter, and not just be close to your checks, finish your checks, but move the puck. That's their strength.
And right off the bat, Alexander Ovechkin gets the first shot on goal. Al Montoya clears it to the side, and the United States relays it out to center. Now Oshoff gets it ahead to Ovechkin at center. Ovechkin obviously wants revenge because last year Team USA defeated Team Russia 4-1 in pool play. En route to the gold medal the United States came away with. Now here's the U.S. across the line. Kevin Porter, long shot, save made, rebound cleared off the wall, and now here comes Ovechkin quickly back the other way. Ovechkin, wrist shot, fired wide on the near side. Montoya falls as he tried to get back in position. Now a long lead pass, Kessel after it, and he had it poke checked off his stick at the last moment. Kessel, a great young phenom in American hockey. We'll talk more about him in a minute. Now the Russians come to center and getting across the line, trying to make something happen is Parson. He's knocked off the puck along the far wall. Suter can't get it out. Long shot, ripped wide. Puck comes around to the near side, and now it's chipped out to center by Team USA as Bourque gains control.
Well, if you were looking for passion and excitement and energy here in the opening period, first game of the tournament for both squads, you're getting it.
Now O'Sullivan threw a pass at center out of the reach of Stafford. Team USA not getting in control early. The Russians trying to jump on the Americans early. Last year in this matchup between the two countries, the United States scored 3 in the first period and then hung on for the 4-1 win. Now here's Stafford, who plays right here in this building collegiately for the Fighting Sioux. Loses the handle as he tried to center it for O'Sullivan. Russians come back the other way across the line. Galmanov trying to come out front. His pass blocked. Now carrying on. Shefagulin, turnaround shot, and he fired that wide. Puck to the near side. Russians bottling up the United States at this point. Now along the wall, Galmanov trying to come out front. Montoya knocks it off his stick. In the corner, now just playing it in deep. Galmanov plays it to an open corner. Stafford bumped there along the wall. United States gets it to the line. Boyer, though, couldn't clear. And now finally it does come all the way back out to the center zone.
The Russians with a couple of opportunities for shots on goal. 2 particularly from that left point position, Jim. Not hitting the net. You want to test Montoya early, see if there's any nerves.
Now if you're wondering about the clock, it counts up in international hockey. So we have played 2 minutes and 35 seconds of the first period. A lot of differences in the international game. A lot of people say this is the way the NHL should go. No red line here, and that's key. It allows a lot of home run passes. No touch icing, meaning if you shoot it down the ice, whistle blows, and it comes right back into your own zone, and they drop the puck quickly. 5 seconds for the opposition, 5 for the home team, and 5 seconds later they drop the puck.
Now keep in mind, no red line for the 2-line pass, as you mentioned, Jim, but there is a red line for icing. You still have to get across center ice in order to send that puck into the offensive zone.
Now Ryan Callahan will take the face-off for Team USA. Along the wall, Callahan can't keep it in. And now the Russians clear it to the United States line, but it's quickly turned back by Jeff Likens, who plays at the University of Wisconsin for Mike Eaves, who was the coach of the gold medal winning team last year in Helsinki. Likens belted along the wall, puck deep in the United States zone. Voloshenko trying to dig it free. He had it wrapped away, and now Likens takes over. Slowly out of his own zone, and he'll elect just to take the icing here, to take the heat off and allow Scott Sandelin to get some fresh troops on the ice. No score here in the first. Last year, the United States tasted gold for the first time in this tournament, but for their opponents tonight, Team Russia, the taste is never out of their mouth, Andy.
No, they own this tournament since its inception, really. 7 out of the first 10 of these World Junior Championships won by Team Russia. And we mentioned in the Open, they won back-to-back in 2002, 2003, and a 5th place finish last year. High expectations for Team Russia coming into the tournament this season.
No doubt about it. They want to settle the score quickly with the United States. Now Montoya mishandles the puck, and it was almost knocked into the open cage as Leeson had an opportunity, and Montoya is a wanderer. You'll notice he loves to get out and try to move the puck, and that time it almost cost him as the United States offside at the Russian blue line.
Well, if a goaltender's going to come out and play that puck, he has to be 100% sure that he can get to that puck. And it was the left winger, Leeson, that was in a foot race right here. Montoya, just that slight little hesitation to make sure he had his balance, maybe a little indecision as to where he wanted to put that puck. And a slight hesitation, you're lost. Leeson got to that puck first. Montoya gets just enough of it to deflect that puck wide to the far side.
Off the face-off, the United States wraps it into the Russian zone. It's ripped around the boards by Yurchin. Yurchin gets a second opportunity. And now the Russians will take over in their own zone. Just underway here in the opening game of the 2005 World Junior Championships. The United States facing Team Russia. United States the winners last time, and the Russians won the last two before that. Now Rylov in his own zone. Beats it rink wide, pass at center, broken up. After it, United States, here's an opportunity, Stafford scores! The turnover, and Team USA's Patrick O'Sullivan finds Drew Stafford, and he puts the United States up 1-0.
Take advantage of turnovers that you create with your defensive scheme. And when your top offensive players are on the ice, good results generally happen. Many times it's a scoring opportunity, but if you have a player like Stafford taking a perfect pass, tape to tape from Patrick O'Sullivan, goals will be created. Short side, beautiful quick release off that back leg. That's a beautiful goal, a goal scorer's goal. You know, Drew Stafford was looked on more as a checker a year ago. They expect offense out of him this year. That's why he's playing on a line with O'Sullivan and Bourque. And it pays off here in the opening minutes of this first period.
And what a play by Chris Bourque. You could see him lift the stick and steal the puck on Pershin, and that really set up that whole play.
Well, the top teams in this tournament are puck possession teams. So how you defend and create turnovers and where you create them on the ice will determine whether you're victorious. And this is a perfect example of what Team USA hopes to do throughout the tournament. Create those turnovers and quickly transition into offense, and Stafford with a beautiful finish.
Well, Drew Stafford knew what it took to win a gold medal last year. He paired with Zach Parise and Brady Murray, a couple of teammates that played here at North Dakota with him last year. And he wants to get back and win another gold, and certainly helped the United States with that first goal. Just the second shot on goal for Team USA, and it's a big one. Now the United States, Hensick gets it ahead. Sean Weller, who plays at Clarkson, tried to dump it in, but the Russians come back across the line. Nice job there, standing up his man was Casey Boyer. He plays at St. Cloud State. Now we get a whistle, and it looks like we may have our first penalty of the hockey game, or was the puck played with a high stick?
No, we're going to get a penalty for sure. It's going to go against Team Russia, and I believe it's going to be Gulov that's going to make his way to the penalty box. The Russians trying to get a physical forecheck established to create a turnover of their own right along the boards here. You can see Gulov protecting himself, knowing the hit was coming from the direction of Sean Weller. Got his stick up a little too high. We talked about the importance, Jim, of the special teams. First power play opportunity right here for Team USA.
That's exactly right. Last year in the matchup between these two teams, all of the United States goals were specialty team goals. 3 power plays and 1 shorthanded goal. Off the face-off, the United States control. Stafford drops it back in behind his own net. The United States slowly attacking. Alex Goligoski out of the University of Minnesota plays it ahead to Stafford across the line. Long shot by Fritsche, blocker save, and then the rebound is cleared back out to center. Khudobin in the nets for Team Russia tonight. Anton Khudobin already victimized with 1 goal.
And that is a concern for Team Russia, whether they have the goaltending to withstand quality offensive chances.
Now here's Bourque's shot, rebound off the goal post, they score! The rebound was whacked in as it popped up off the post, off Khudobin, and then jammed in the net. And Bourque should get credit for the goal.
Quality breakout with the man advantage through the neutral zone led to the first opportunity on the initial rush. This is the follow-up rush. You want to do things correctly in center ice and try and score on the rush if you can. You don't necessarily have to go into that power play setup. And if you want to see skill on display, hand-eye coordination, watch Chris Bourque. Beautiful snapshot, and don't turn away from the net. Follow the play. Chris Bourque picks that puck out of midair after I believe it was Stafford that had the backhand opportunity on the initial rebound. Chris Bourque has given Team USA a 2-0 lead.
Bourque with a goal and an assist, and his father has to be smiling. Now here's another opportunity. Oh, what a great save by Khudobin as he robbed Callahan on the doorstep. It looked like it was going to be 3-0 Team USA. Now a big hit by Brown at center. sends Ovechkin flying, but here's Ovechkin across the line, top pick of the Washington Capitals. He's stapled in the corner as Team USA now starts to pick up the physical play as well. At center, the U.S. fires it in. Underwick plays it in. Russians will clear it right back out. Now here's Suter, winding it up in his own zone. Gets by one man. Suter across the line. Drops it off, gets the return pass, shot! And it deflected off traffic in front. Team USA really getting some golden opportunities. They're easily accessing the slot area.
Well, they're outskating Team Russia right now. If you look to your legs, good things happen. Your physical game picks up. You create turnovers. You get quality scoring chances. USA outskating the Russians right now.
Now here's Pershin coming in, but he had his pocket picked. His license came back to poke it away. Now here comes Kessel, steaming in across the line. Phil Kessel right around the defense, and he couldn't get a good shot off as he ended up getting in too close. And Khudobin knocked it in behind. Now here's Pershin across the line. Wrist shot, and it hits Suter, deflects to the corner as the tempo picks up here, and the Russians score a long shot. Fools Montoya, and Rylov has gotten the Russians on the board, and that's a big goal, Andy.
Well, Team USA almost appears to try and put in the knockout punch here early in the first period. They get a 3-on-2 rush. Kessel takes the puck wide with an individual move, and all three forwards up the ice, converging on Team Russia's net. What happens? Team Russia responds in transition. They get a 3-on-2 of their own, and even though the initial shot gets blocked, the defense get up in the play. Team Russia known for their 5-man attack, and it was Rylov, the right defenseman, following up the play. He's wide open in the offensive zone, albeit 55 feet from the net. He takes a pretty hard slap shot, perhaps screened a little bit. I think it was Porter that was going out to the point. Montoya a little late to react with that blocker to beat him up high.
So Yakov Rylov gets the goal for Russia, and it's now a 2-1 hockey game. Russians in on the attack. Yakov tried to get across the line, but he couldn't get through. Puck at center. Underwick battling along the wall, gets it to O'Sullivan. He fires it in. Patrick O'Sullivan had 2 goals in the big third period comeback last year against Team Canada to capture gold for the United States. A second-round pick of the Minnesota Wild. Can't come up with it. Now here's a long shot in on Montoya. Big rebound in front, but Hagemo clears it away. Nate Hagemo out of Edina, Minnesota. Gets it out to center. Passes out of the reach of O'Sullivan. No icing, so the Russians have to go back for it. Now a centering pass by Callahan, who did a nice job to create an opportunity there, but the Russians quickly back the other way. Long shot blocked by the defense. And now back to get it. Hagemo, or rather Goligoski in the corner. Puts it in behind his own net. Bourque now feeds it up along the wall, not out. Puck centered through to the near side. Now it's thrown in front. Goligoski tips it to the far wall. Puck comes in front. Now it's tipped to the near corner. The Russians trying to find the equalizer here in the first period. 2-1, Team USA leads it. Back the other way. Here's Brown across the line. Mike Brown out of the University of Michigan. His weak shot deflects wide. Puck played around the wall. It's on the dasher, and they say a hand pass. And so we have a stoppage in play. Chris Bourque with a goal and assist. Play just underway here in the first period. Team USA leading Team Russia 2-1 in the opening round of the 2005 World Junior Ice Hockey Championships. The United States, the defending gold medalists. The Russians trying to get back the gold medal. They had won the 2 previous before the United States came away and stole gold last year in Helsinki. Now here's Suter after it. Gets it back to the point. Wrist shot right on. And Khudobin has it in the glove. And he holds on for the face-off. Chris Bourque has done a great job so far. Goal and assist, and there's his proud father watching in the crowd.
Talked to Ray Bourque earlier today. He's going to join us between periods, second and third. Traveled today to come out to this tournament to see his son play. His son making a nice transition from prep school hockey to Boston University and Division I college hockey. A tremendous freshman class at BU this year. Chris Bourque, a big part of that.
Second round pick of the Washington Capitals. I'm sure the Bruins were trying to figure out a way to try to keep that bloodline flowing. Now Now Malkin, who was the second pick taken overall in the NHL draft, lost the handle on that. Russians have to retreat. O'Sullivan trying to work the puck free along the end board. Does. Here's Stafford in the circle, trying to get things under control. And now here's Stafford trying to walk out in front. Lost the handle at the last second. Unvik now plays it to Stafford. Fed back to the point. Goligoski a shot. Rebound. O'Sullivan couldn't get the handle on it as he has stick all tied up. And now the Russians come away with it, but a turnover at center. Stafford 2-on-1 with O'Sullivan. Stafford, and his pass is broken up by the lone defender. Again, the Russians turning the puck over just outside their blue line.
And that was the goal scorer for Russia. The defenseman Rylov took a big-time chance with a backhand pass through the middle of the ice.
Now here's a chance, right on the shot by O'Sullivan. Save is made, and the puck is under the pile. And we'll have a stoppage in play, but Team USA really turning the heat up on the Russians.
Anton Khudobin, the goaltender for Team Russia. We talked about how important he's going to be to the success of Team Russia. Called upon to make 3 or 4 big stops here to keep this a 2-1 hockey game. When it was 2-0, he robbed Ryan Callahan. A pair of saves right here. O'Sullivan out of the corner picks up his own rebound. Beautiful double pad stack save. Team USA converging to the front of the net, looking for second and third opportunities.
Now Dowell taken down in front. Penalty coming up here on Russia. And the United States will go to the power play once again. And ESPN's 2 coverage of the World Junior Hockey Championships continue Monday night when the United States and Switzerland face off in more preliminary round action. The World Junior Hockey Championships on ESPN2 Monday at 8 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Well, you look at the United States now, a great opportunity to restore the 2-goal lead on the power play.
Just a little over-aggressive, a little too goal-hungry, I thought, when they got that 2-0 lead. It's human nature to continue to press, and look for goal number 3, but not at the expense of even giving an outnumbered situation in the opposite direction. But now they have wrestled control again, away from Team Russia, creating the turnovers, puck possession, offensive opportunities, and as a result, you draw penalties. This time it was Jake Dowell. They get pulled down right in the face-off circle.
The United States 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Bourque with that power play goal early. Russians cleared around, and it skips by Likens down ice. Suter in a race for it, and he gets back and swings in behind his own net. Comes out the near side, pass off the mark. Now it's picked up by Schremp. Robbie Schremp is almost a power play specialist for Scott Sandelin. Now here's the United States across the line. Kessel a long shot, and Khudobin had to look around to find it, and he covers it.
Well, the importance of special teams in a short tournament becomes that much more important. You can take a look at what Team USA did in last year's World Junior Championships. 13 of 21 goals coming on special teams, 10 with a man advantage, 3 while shorthanded. And Jim, you already referenced that game against Team Russia a year ago with 3 power play goals and 1 shorthanded. So again, the emphasis on the special teams combined with your goaltending are difference makers.
Now here's Bourque to Stafford to Goligoski, now to Stafford, rather to Bourque. Winds up, hammers the shot, deflected wide. Stafford puts it in behind. Now Fritsche plays it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan brings it back high. Goligoski takes a look, throws it down low, trying to thread a pass through to Bourque. That was broken up, and the Russians will clear it all the way down.
That's a play you'll see a lot of from that power play unit where Bourque and O'Sullivan switch positions to get a little cycling going, and then they use their other point man in the middle of the offensive zone.
Now here's Bourque walking in, drops it down low. O'Sullivan bumped off the puck. Bourque there to help out, but it's chipped away, and now here's a shorthanded opportunity for the Russians. Coming in across the line, drop pass, shot by Malkin is blocked, and Goligoski did a nice job to drop to a knee.
Good patience by Goligoski to stay in his lane, allow the switch to happen, and then cleanly go down and block that shot.
Now Bourque with it at center, feeds it through across the line. Here's Dan Fritsche, puts it in front, and that just failed to collect with Callahan. Now Callahan bumps in the corner, trying to work the puck free. Fritsche in there to help out. Fritsche, bottom of the circle, takes the shot. It's blocked, and the Russians clear it all the way down.
Good job by Callahan to work hard in the bottom of the rink in the corner to the right of the Russian net. Power play, so much of it is puck possession in the offensive zone, paying a price and outnumbering the opposition.
And the Russians are called for icing just as the penalty expires. So Team USA 1 for 2 on the power play. But again, they got some good opportunities, and Dan Fritsche is one reason why this club has been so successful.
Dan last year, Dan Fritsche, 2 goals, 2 assists in the 6-game tournament. He's going to be looked upon to be a reliable two-way player for Scott Sandelin, a guy that's going to be in the trenches and on the ice at the most important times as a Team USA forward.
Now the United States, Dowell in the corner trying to work the puck free. Brown in there to help out. He plays it around to the near side. 13:27 gone here in the opening period. Remember, the clock counts up here in international hockey. So there is roughly 6.5 minutes to play in this period. Now it's center. Unvik crosses it. Brown, the intended receiver, pass didn't get through, but then it's relayed down by Goligoski. Across the line, Brown trying to make something happen, but the Russians take it away and clear it out as Voloshenko gets it out to center. It's put right back in. Now Radulov with it. Drops it back deeper into zone. The Russians like to maintain puck possession, Andy. They don't like to just play dump and chase.
Even when they're making a line change, they maintain possession of the puck to try and get fresh bodies without having to dump that puck in and then have to play defense.
Now, Bailoff deep in his own zone. Eshoff after it there, loses the handle. Kessel up with the steal. Kessel plays it in behind. Porter tries to center it. It gets away from Fritsche. Fritsche dumps it to the corner to Kessel. Kessel trying to spin free, looking to center it, hit the side of the net. Fritsche picks it up there, plays it to the corner to Kessel. Kessel working in really no real estate at all. Finally, he's tied up in the corner, and it's carried away and brought out to center by Leashin. Gets it across the line. Pestunov was in ahead of the play. And so we'll have a face-off outside the United States blue line.
Although no good quality scoring opportunities a result from that puck possession in the
fired in, but then Team USA immediately clears it all the way down. Drew Stafford in the penalty box for kneeing. So the Russians with their first chance on the power play here tonight. Shots to this point, 13-3 in favor of the Americans. And it's only 2-1 on the scoreboard.
Not just shots, quality scoring chances as well for Team USA.
Now Nikolulin loses it in behind. Unwick battling along the backboards. In there as well. Hagemo gets it ahead, and it's relayed all the way down by Jake Dowell.
It's a heads-up play by Hagemo. The defenseman for Team USA didn't panic on his backhand and try and clear the zone himself. Knew he had support halfway up the boards, just laid it up there for Porter for an easy clear.
Minute to go in the power play. Russians attacking at center across the line, carrying it wide. In the corner, looking to set something up on the near side. Russia liking to work the perimeter. Now Lykin sticks his nose in there, and he's able to fish it out to center. Russia very deliberate on their first power play opportunity. Now they have the big guns out there. Ovechkin had it go off his skate, and then Pestunov brings it in offside. Stay with ESPN tomorrow night when two teams with a rich tradition meet on ESPN Sunday Night Football. William Green and the Browns head to Miami for a meeting with Jason Taylor and the Dolphins, who are fresh off a big Monday night upset of the defending Super Bowl champions, New England Patriots. Browns and Dolphins is also available in high def on ESPN HD. Call your cable operator, DirecTV, or Dish Network today. Coverage begins with NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite at 7:30 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Off the face-off. United States hammers it all the way down. Jake Dowell again doing the job. Dowell, one of the top penalty killers for Team USA last year in the World Juniors, and it looks like he's drawn that role again here. Now a turnover. Callahan, quick shot, and he fires wide. Going for the near side, out of the box is Stafford. The U.S. back at full strength. Now Hagemo plays it to Stafford, gets it ahead to Callahan. Callahan across the line, trying to go deep, has it knocked off his stick, puck along the wall, and it's shoveled back out to center. by Shirokov. Shirokov down along the far wall, gives to Malkin. His long lead pass out of the reach. They wave the icing, so they have to play it. Back, Hunvik in the corner, trying to maintain possession. Now O'Sullivan, deep in his own territory, takes control. Patrick O'Sullivan feeds the center to Stafford. Stafford dancing across the line, carries to the corner, puts it in behind. O'Sullivan chips it out near side, and Bourque nearly had an opportunity to whip it in the near side. Now Goligoski overskates it. Here's a breakaway going right in, and Montoya makes the save. A great effort by Al Montoya, holding his ground, and will have a penalty shot for the Russians.
Well, after a nice rush by Team USA through the neutral zone, great effort on the part of Shirokov for Team Russia, able to jump on that bouncing, spinning puck that got away from Goligoski at the offensive blue line. Breakaway speed all by himself, clearly a breakaway. You can see the left side of your screen, perhaps a trip from behind. Team USA guilty of what was signaled a penalty shot. Waiting to see if Shirokov's going to be awarded that penalty shot.
Or it looks like Malkin may be taking it. It is Malkin, and boy, I tell you, I know the rule for a penalty shot is when you're a clean breakaway and you're chopped down, but he did get the shot away.
He lost possession of the puck, and it rolled at Montoya. Yep. I like the call for the penalty shot.
Do you? Okay.
I'm curious why Shirokov's not taking it. He should be the man playing. He's definitely going to be taking the penalty shot. I don't know what Malkin's doing out there.
He was maybe lobbying to take it. He wasn't the number 2
I thought they were going to say
overall.
that. I thought they were going to claim that Shirokov was hurt and was unable to take it. They put one of their top offensive guys, Malkin, the second pick overall by Pittsburgh, out there to take the penalty shot.
Well, here we go. One of the most exciting plays in all of sports, the penalty shot. There was a penalty shot already in the World Juniors. Canada was able to convert, and now here comes Shirokov coming right in on the forehand. He scores! Sergei Shirokov picked a spot down low, and the crowd not happy at all with the official's call, but it's now a 2-2 hockey game.
Maybe a page out of the WWF or the NBA after he scored that goal, picking his glove right up by his ear, almost encouraging the crowd to boo him. But this is a lot of poise right here by Shirokov. Just calmly goes in, very patiently awaits, sees what Montoya is going to give him. He gives him that low glove side. Montoya a little deep in his crease, inside that blue shaded area after he comes out to challenge. And when a goaltender gets in a little deep like that, let that shot go when you have an opening. What a beautiful snapshot. There he is, listening for the crowd.
Boy, I tell you, it's 2-2 here, and an amazing turn of events here in this hockey game. As the United States, Fritsche scores! Right back on the Americans! Dan Fritsche on the doorstep, and the United States regains the lead at 3-2. A harmless-looking play, and all of a sudden, Fritsche standing alone at the side of the net.
Well, good pressure by Team USA, getting on the body contact on the forecheck. You can see a little bit of panic in the Russian defense. They want to get rid of that puck quickly. All put in play because of Team USA's skating ability. They made body contact early in the period. Players remember that on the opposing team. They get rid of the puck a little sooner than they would like. Turnovers a result. Team USA standing in at the offensive blue line, and you're right, Jim. A bouncing puck. Fritsche finds that puck on the back end of his stick. Very calmly, pivots himself. Khudobin already down and committed. Fritsche just held onto it, awaited, and then slid it into the open net.
Now here's Bourque across the line. Avoids one man, centers it for O'Sullivan. It was just tipped away at the last minute. Now Ovechkin back the other way. Ovechkin across the line. Wrist shot, he scores! Alexander Ovechkin picks the far corner on Montoya, and we're tied at 3. Wow, what a shot by Ovechkin. It looks like he had no room at all, and he was able to pick the far corner.
Well, we talked about this guy in the open, how skilled he is. Arguably the best player in the tournament last year, will be a contender for that award this year. Great speed through center ice. We talked about his ability to create his own offense. He gets that pass down by his own defensive blue line. Great speed through the neutral zone. Cuts across almost the entire length of the ice, cross ice-wise, to get himself on a forehand and a beautiful wrist shot, accurate, deadly quick, far side, low stick to tie this hockey game.
3 goals in 40 seconds. 1 minute to go in this first period, and how insane has this hockey been? Up and down action, and it's 3-all here between Team USA and Team Russia. Now here's a chance, fed back near Brown, but he couldn't handle it. Now back comes Russia, long shot, blocker save, as Radulov let that long drive go. Now Suter trying to make something happen here in the final 30 seconds. He's knocked down, puck along the wall, and the United States may get caught. Here's a chance for Russia across the line. Centering pass, and it hit traffic in front. As trying to tip it out front was Pestunov. Pestunov now battling on the far side, gets it to Shirokov. He's taken down. Penalty coming up here on the United States with just 14 seconds to go in the opening period.
I don't know if we expected 6 goals or more in the opening 20 minutes. We did expect penalties to be a part of this hockey game. We've seen a number of power play opportunities here in the first period. We're going to get a look at another one here late. A little hook right there by Mike Brown. You could hear the crowd's displeasure. They thought there was a little embellishment, perhaps a dive to help that call along. But nonetheless, Brown will end up in the penalty box. In the final seconds of this period, a Russian power play.
Mike Brown in the penalty box as the final 8 seconds count up on the clock. But here's a chance for the Russians. Fed back to the line, fanning on the shot, Ovechkin. And the puck is cleared along the wall. Now we get a whistle. And I believe the period has expired. We're not quite sure. It looks that way. The Russians are streaming off their bench. And Team USA head to their locker room. A very entertaining opening period of the 2005 World Junior Championships. We're tied at 3 after 1.
Mentioned it, 11 goals in those 2 tournaments combined, and picked up his 12th in that first period with a beautiful rush going from side to side, coast to coast from his own defensive blue line, and a beautiful shot by a surprised Al Montoya to that low stick side. So an impressive player is Ovechkin, and he's getting some help.
And he's the last one out on the ice, so apparently he had some details to attend to, but now he joins his fellow teammates, and Russia will start this period on the power play for another minute 47 as Mike Brown continues to serve his kneeing penalty he picked up in the waning moments of period number 1. Off the face-off, here's Suter controlling for the United States, and he'll drive it all the way down. Back to pick it up, Robov leaves it for Ovechkin. Drops it back, picked off, and not getting out of the zone in time was Dan Fritsche, or Kevin Porter would have had a golden opportunity shorthanded for the United States.
The Team Russia kind of gives you that appearance, Rich, of Jim, of careless mistakes coming out of their own zone. As we get a look at Alexander Ovechkin.
That was at the end of the period. He is always the last to go into the locker room. He'll sit on the bench after a period by himself. I don't know what he's doing, contemplating or thinking about the period, but he always does that, and then joins his teammates, and then he was the last out to start the period. And now here's Ovechkin trying to put it out front. He has the last goal in this hockey game. That quick shot sailed wide. Now at center, here's Callahan by himself. Long wrist shot. Khudobin turns that to the corner. Now Callahan killing precious time along the wall. He's able to get the puck back to Suter, and he'll just rag the puck at center. 45 seconds left on the penalty time to Brown. Suter now lets penalty killers change. Tried to fire it in, hit his own man right at the line as he hit Fritsche. And now the Russians in their own zone trying to regroup.
That puck has a funny way of finding Dan Fritsche today at the morning skate. Took an errant puck up under the face shield, hit him in the nose, bloodied him pretty good. He missed about 15 minutes of practice this morning.
Now Suter just winds it around to the near side. Now he has to hustle to get back in position, and he does, and he throws a staggering hit along the wall there as he caught up to his man and gave him a rough ride along the near wall. Now puck at center, Fritsche plays it by one man. Tried to put it out front, but Bourque is back to break it up for the Russians. Out of the box is Brown, and the United States back at full strength. Here's Stafford. Flips it in. O'Sullivan gives chase. Rylov into the corner as well. O'Sullivan, though, gets there first. Stafford puts it out front. Bourque, a quick shot right on. He's hauled down, and there'll be a penalty here. This line really can make something happen out of nothing, Andy.
Create turnovers and then don't wait. Attack the net. This time Bourque is able to shake his check. It was Mishrin in a one-on-one battle. Nice little exchange right there between O'Sullivan and Stafford. Stafford with a backhand feed. Bourque finds that open area of the ice in the slot. Quick release as he gets body position on the bigger defenseman, gets hauled down for his troubles, and Mishrin is going to end up in the penalty box. Team USA with yet another power play.
1 for 2 on the power play are the Americans. Here's Bourque feeding it down low. Sullivan, quick shot by Fritsche right on. And a great pad save there by Khudobin as he dragged the left pad down low to make the save. Puck played off the glass to the line. Bourque can't hold it in. It's kicked away. And now out to center. Shavagulin across the line. Short-handed, centering it. And Montoya comes out to poke it away. Not out. Long wrist shot. And now they're saying it did come out over the line. The Russian bench is upset, saying it didn't. But the whistle blows and we'll have a face-off.
It appeared initially that he kept that puck in. When he went for a wrist shot, he took it back outside. We're going to take a look at this well-executed power play opportunity. O'Sullivan, nice little soft backhand dish out into that slot area. Fritsche comes to the middle of the ice, doesn't stay over on the far side, finds the open ice. A quick little wrist shot was labeled to the short side.
U.S. on the power play, firing it in. On the near side, T.J. Hensick gets it back to the point to Likens. Now to Suter. He'll drop it down low. Hensick, who is the leading scorer at the University of Michigan, works it back to the point. Likens a long shot, and that's gobbled up by Khudobin, and he'll hold for the faceoff. There you get a look at Jeff Likens, a sophomore at the University of Wisconsin. He was on the Team USA team that skated away with gold last year in Helsinki. And he's not been drafted yet, one of the few players on the ice tonight. Off the face-off, Hensick wins it cleanly back to Likens, cross to Suter. Now to Likens, high slot, wrist shot. And Khudobin just got a piece of that one. Now Schremp along the wall to Likens. Back to Suter, down to the circle to Schremp, a quick shot, he scores! He finds the 5-hole, and the United States leads 4-3.
When you take a look at Team USA's lineup for this hockey game, Robbie Schremp is the extra forward. He's the 13th forward in the lineup. And he's a designated power play guy. You mentioned it, Jim, earlier in the first period. And this is exactly why. He gets himself open for that diagonal pass from Ryan Suter after a quick transition along the blue line by the two defense. Likens to Suter, creates a passing lane. Schremp finds it, and he handles that puck a little bit in his feet, positions his body in order to get a lot on that quick snapshot, and it finds a hole. Goal scorers, they just find openings when appear to be none. Schremp has that ability, and he gives Team USA a 4-3 lead.
In juniors, Schremp has been a sniper. He has 27 goals for the London Knights already this year. Now O'Sullivan centers it, but that's quickly turned back the other way. Harshin across the line, and it's swept away from him by Hunwick. Hunwick now plays it up along the near side, and Drew Stafford starts O'Sullivan back the other way for Team USA. Drop pass to Stafford, he puts it in front. Bourque was all tied up. Russians try to clear, it hits a man, it stays in the zone. Here's O'Sullivan. Cross to the near side, Hagemo jumps into the play. Puts it down deep for Bourque. Bourque picks it up there, shovels it in behind. O'Sullivan puts it in front, and Stafford fanned on it. And now the Russians are able to clear it out to center. Bourque gets it across the line. Here's Schuman's shot, blocked. Puck loose in front, and now Stafford starts back for Team USA. 2-on-2 with Bourque. Stafford across the line, and he tried to play it by the defender, but couldn't get through, and it's cleared back out. All the way down, Montoya sets it up for Goligoski. 4 minutes gone in this period, and now the United States is called for icing. So with a break in the action, the United States now leads it 4-3 over Team Russia. it's a godsend for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, and just to be clear, of those 5 teams, seeds 1, 2, and 3 make it to the crossover game. Seeds 4 and 5, based on the results of that round robin preliminary round, they go into the relegation pool, the losers bracket, if you will. They don't get a chance at a medal. You have to finish 1, 2, or 3 in your pool, and if you finish 1, you draw that all-important bye.
We're just about set to start the third period of play. 5-4, the United States leading it. And the U.S. wearing the white jerseys, the Russians in red. And for those of you that are big fans of hockey jerseys, these are the jerseys the United States will wear in the 2006 Winter Olympics. This is the debut of these new jerseys. Here's Kessel with an opportunity, and he whipped as he had an opportunity out front. If you look at these jerseys, they're pretty nice jerseys. I like these ones.
Very impressive.
Now Pestunov drops it to Ovechkin. His shot blocked by Suter. He had it trapped in his equipment. Now he gains control and shovels it ahead. And back the other way, Kevin Porter, a freshman at Michigan, fires it in, goes after it. Into the corner first, but Pestunov greets him to the puck, and he'll send it all the way down. And this is icing against Russia. So these are the jerseys that Team USA will be wearing in the 2006 Winter Olympics. And pretty classy looking. Montoya, of course, wearing the number 29. Drew Stafford, who likes wearing anything red, white, and blue, he says, has been enjoying this night. Plays right here in this building for the University of North Dakota. And as you said, Scott Sandelin expects a lot more out of him this time around than his role last year in Helsinki.
He's getting it here in game 1. But a very, very impressive right wing on that top line with O'Sullivan and Bourque.
Now the Russians down by a goal, trying to mount some offensive pressure, but it's broken up right at center ice. And now Hagemo crosses the Hunwick. He plays it off the wall, not out. Malkin gives chase. Malkin carries in deep. Malkin on his backhand, stops, switches to the forehand. Feeds it to the near side. Puck goes to the corner. After it there is Shirokov. Shirokov gets it to Malkin. Back to Shirokov. Comes back to the point. Long shot saved by Montoya. And Hagemo clears the rebound out of danger. And the United States comes back the other way. Stafford across the line. Works by one man. Puts it to Bourque. Bourque in behind. Throws it up the slot. And it was out of the reach of O'Sullivan and comes back to center. Here's Likens now. To Stafford, he'll just tip it in, and the United States makes a line change. Have to get it Emelin for Team Russia. Emelin slowly out of his own zone. Threads a pass through. It's broken up at the line. Delayed offside. Now they tag up. But then the United States quickly clears it back out as Dowell gets it out of danger. Montoya out of his cage to settle it down there. Casey Boyer out of St. Cloud State, played 2 years at Ann Arbor in the National Development Program. And we get an offside.
Well, talking to the Team USA coaching staff to a man, they all said that our best players have to play the best in order for us to repeat as gold medal champions. Well, you've gotten contributions from O'Sullivan and Stafford and Fritsche and Bourque. Suter's been on the ice a ton. Montoya, one of those players that is their best player, has not been strong here in the first 40 minutes of the hockey game. A chance here, Jim, in the final 20 minutes to make a difference.
There's a quick shot right on, and Montoya has to look behind him to find it, as Radulov had a good chance there to tie it up. And maybe Montoya will come up big here in this period. But as you mentioned, you go back to a year ago, he only gave up 8 goals the entire tournament.
Now, the numbers are going to be a little differently skewed here in this opening game, but a 2-on-1 by Team Russia. Radulov on the off wing, number 22, takes a pretty good pass on the forehand, but just in the time that it took him to handle that puck, it allowed Montoya to move from right to his left to get body position, be straight up to the shot, and handle that shot on goal and not allow a rebound.
Here's Fritsche fighting through a check, tied up in the corner. Puck comes out in front. Kessel battling for it, but can't control it. And the puck comes out to center. Now here's Yakov. Across the line, trying to cut in front, and he's sandwiched. Puck comes right in front. Here's a shot from the blue line. We get a whistle, and the official calls a hand pass, and the faceoff will come outside the blue line. The Russians come close, but they still trail the United States by 1. Here's a look at that last opportunity for Russia.
And this is why the play was blown down right here, Jim. Yakov gets taken down. Watch what he does with his glove hand, his left hand. Throws the puck at the goal, forces Montoya to make a save. Heads-up call by the referee to blow that play down.
If it goes in and nobody notices, it's a tie hockey game. Now here's the Russians in on the attack. Ovechkin's quick shot goes wide. Now Pestunov brings it back to the blue line. Long shot from traffic. Deflected on goal, and Montoya had trouble playing the redirect. Puck along the wall. We're here in Grand Forks, North Dakota at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Team USA and Team Russia in the opening game of the 2005 World Junior Ice Hockey Championships. Jim Rich along with Andy Brickley. Hopefully you're enjoying this rare gift of hockey. We have had a long, quiet fall, but for the next 2 weeks, your television set will be packed with hockey here from Grand Forks.
We really let Raymond Bourque off the hook by not asking him any questions about the National Hockey League or the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah, you did not want to deal with that at all. Here's Malkin, quick shot, rebound, fired wide. Malkin with his own rebound, far side, hammers a shot, that's wide. Rebound again to Malkin, walks in, and it hit like it's in front of the net. Stafford gets it and he clears it out. Wow, Malkin all of a sudden just took over the hockey game.
And nobody picking him up. 3 different shots from 3 different areas on the ice. 2 of them blocked. Big blocks by Team USA, but you gotta pick that guy up.
Now the United States scrambling in their own zone, and finally they clear it out. Here comes Kessel across the line, but he's quickly neutralized at the Russian blue line. Puck fed to center, Porter after it. Gets it ahead to Fritsche. Fritsche across the line, looking for the hat trick, and he fires it way over the glass and out of play as he was falling when he took the shot. And he puts it up off the netting.
Be curious to see where this faceoff's going to be. Hopefully they'll rule that a deflected shot up over the glass for Team USA's sake. We're going to look at Malkin's ability to move offensively, create offense, never stops, finds loose pucks. Defensively, you can't allow him to curl back in and get a shot right there. He's the most dangerous player with the puck curling off the top of the circle. The winger is going to slide in, force him to move that puck out to the blue line. Team USA dodging not 1 bullet, but 2.
Dowell wins the face-off. Bourque plays it in deep. Dowell will pick it up there. He's bumped along the wall, then takes his man down. Play continues. In behind, Emlin winds it around to the far side. It's held in by Callahan, but then his pass is picked off and now carried out to center. Across the line, Dalamov plays it in deep. It's cleared around the wall. Callahan couldn't get it out, but then the Russians were unable to hold it in, as having problems at center was Nikolin. Now Emlin plays it ahead. Dalamov across the line. Oh, what a move! He cuts right to the net. Montoya the save, and the rebound cleared to the boards. Now it's centered in front. Hagemo with it for the United States, and he'll lead the rush back the other way. Hagemo, long wrist shot, save, rebound! And holding the near post was Abedulin, and then he was able to scramble back and cover behind.
Opportunities at both ends of the ice. First Team Russia. Galimov, a little curl and drag. He's able to beat Hagemo, the young defenseman for Team USA, but the strength of Al Montoya holding his ground. Goaltenders today needing to be incredible athletes, not only agile, but athletic and strong.
Hagemo says, I don't see that move in the WCHA too often. Puck fired down ice. Back to get it, Team Russia. Rylov clears it all the way down, and this will be icing, and so the faceoff will come back down into the Russian zone. 6:26 gone here in the period. Remember, here in international hockey, the clock you're looking at on your screen counts up. So there is still 13 minutes, 35 seconds of playing time left in this hockey game. And again now, TJ Hensick is kicked out of the face-off, so Adam Pino will take the draw, and he does a good job winning it. Hensick tried to feed it back to the point, but that was intercepted. And now Yakov carries in deep. Tied up along the far wall by Likens. Likens gets it ahead to Hensick. Now Hensick picks it back up again from Pino. Had it knocked off his stick, puts it to the corner, and it's cleared back out to center where Suter will wait for teammates to get onside. Ryan Suter, the captain of Team USA, gets it ahead to center, but no farther. Back in on the attack as Ovechkin, a quick shot. Montoya makes a save, and now Porter back the other way. Pass out of the reach of Hensick. Porter picks it up, brings it in, delayed offside, so he retreats. That'll allow the Russians a free pass out of their own zone. On the near side, Leashin gets it to center. It's flipped ahead. After it along the near side, here's Leashin after it. In the corner, spinning away from Suter. Tried to get it to Ovechkin. His shot was blocked as Porter was right in his face. And now Suter feeds it ahead to center. Here's Kessel with some room. Kessel carries to the corner, centers it, and it was behind the intended receiver, O'Sullivan. Now Ovechkin back for the Russians. Fakes the shot. Tries to cut in front, and Suter will have none of it as he drops him on the seat of his pants, and it's cleared all the way down, icing against the United States. Al Montoya and Team USA leading the Russians by 1 here in the third period. Off the face-off, Russia chips it out to center. Here's Bourque trying to get by Hagemo, but Hagemo is able to stand him up and then takes a shot at Malkin from behind. Stafford with the puck along the near boards, puts it down into the Russian zone, cleared right back out, and Stafford will just send it right back in as the United States makes wholesale changes. Approaching the halfway point of the third period, the United States leading Russia 5-4. Here's Casey Boyer across the line. His shot goes wide. Now a sharp angle shot comes right out in front, but Khudobin is able to close the door. Bourque has problems. Vulcan across the line. Puts it in deep. Russians looking for the equalizer, centering it, and Montoya will clear it all the way down himself. It went off the defender's glove, Fisherin, so there's no icing. Now back the other way. Here's the Russians across the line, a backhander. A weak one rolls wide by Nikolulin, and the United States takes over. Pace is slowed here in the third period, Andrew.
Well, the pace was so frantic for about 40 minutes with offensive chances. The players a little bit tired. You'll see the line changes get a little shorter, but again, it's got to be quality decisions. Cannot allow, Team USA cannot allow outnumbered situations. Got to have that third man in good position to be a back checker and help out his defense.
Now the puck comes back near the blue line. Long shot is blocked by one of the members of Team USA. That's Jake Dowell, slow to get up, but he does get off. Meanwhile, here's the United States attacking across the line. Pino trying to put it out front, but he's knocked down, but gets right back up. Puts the puck in behind, and now it's taken over there by Radulov. Radulov coming quickly through center, trying to get into the zone, does, but then he's ridden off the play as Nate Hagemo out of Edina, Minnesota, ties him up there. Puck around to the near side. Olashenko puts it in behind. Trying to come out front. Radulov can't get it out there. Porter along the wall, battling there. He'll put it off the glass and just chip it down ice. And again, the United States makes changes. In on the attack. Olashenko with it. He has it knocked away. Now here's Fritsche after it. Fritsche busting into the Russian zone. Fires a sharp angle shot. That goes wide. Rebound shoveled ahead. Boyer, though, holds it in along the boards. Casey Boyer chips it right back in deep.
Nice burst of speed by Fritsche to the outside. Those are the legs that you look for here in the third period. Got to dig deep, protect this one-goal lead, and when an offensive opportunity presents itself, take advantage.
Almost a turnover there as the pass across was broken up. As the United States nearly turned it over in their own zone. Centering pass picked off, and now here comes Team USA the other way. Phil Kessel across the line. Drop back to Fritsche. Shot right on, and Porter couldn't finish on the rebound. Now in behind, Kessel Trying to sidestep one man, but he was quickly negated by Eshov. And Eshov takes over for Russia, and he'll carry to center. Now here's a steal, O'Sullivan, all by himself. One-on-one, O'Sullivan's weak backhander shoveled in behind as Bourque had him eliminated. Now Suter's long shot blocked. Likens with it at center. Likens back in his own zone, loses the handle. Montoya comes out to shovel it around, and Suter will clear it back down into the Russian zone. Under 10 to play in the hockey game. The United States holding a one-goal lead here in the opening game of the 2005 World Junior Championships. The crowd here at Ralph Engelstad Arena starting to pick up the chant, USA. Cross the line, long shot, deflects off a leg to the corner as Nikolewin let that one fly. Now at center. Russians put it right back in.
One thing you can really see Team USA doing, 5 players back in the defensive zone. They're allowing the puck carry to the outside, trying to take away the slot, the high slot, and in front of their own goal.
And the Russians now are starting to dump the puck in. Because of that pressure, is that why?
Well, with 5 players back, you're pretty limited on what you want to do as a puck-control team.
Now long pass connects. Here's an opportunity. A sharp angle shot, and Montoya turns it away with the stick as he was able to get across and make the save on Harshin. And we get a stoppage and a break in the action. 5-4 USA. Junior Hockey Championships continues Monday night when the United States and Switzerland face off in more preliminary round action. The World Junior Hockey Championships on ESPN2 Monday at 9 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Off the face-off, the United States plays it down into the Russian zone, leading it by a goal here in the third period. Bouncing puck, and that presents a problem. Back in, a quick shot, and Montoya comes up with a big save there on Shafagulin, who was able to get the bounce on Hunwick. Now here's Shafagulin again with the drive, and Montoya turns that aside, and he has picked up his game here in the third.
He's needed to. He's been there here so far in the third period. Quality scoring chances. Malkin had a great opportunity, and 2 right there from Shafagulin.
Now here's Callahan across the line, take it down in the corner. Fans trying to call a penalty. There is none. Callahan comes out front. Now he gets the penalty call. And the United States will go to the power play as Callahan is hauled down in front by Panin. So the United States, who has already had great success on the power play, and this man will be out to take the face-off, Dan Fritsche.
Success on the power play, success shorthanded. It was Dan Fritsche who had a shorthanded goal. That was his first goal in the first period. Prime position, good patience and poise. And then in the second period, a beautiful shorthanded goal off a nice feed from Kevin Porter and nearly completing the hat trick with an opportunity here in the third.
And O'Sullivan wins this face-off to Suter. Didn't get much wood on the pass. That's because his stick snapped in half. He has to race to the bench. Meanwhile, quick shot by Stafford goes wide and then comes out to center as Suter had vacated his point position to go get a new piece of aluminum rather than wood.
One of the more frustrating things is when a stick breaks, scoring offensive opportunity. No Suter's out by the blue line, but you're on a power play. You don't want to break a stick there. Unfortunate happenstance for Team USA.
Now here's Suter. Beats it cross ice. One-timer by Fritsche, and he broke his stick. He doesn't know it yet, but half the blade is laying in the circle. Now here's O'Sullivan with it. Winds up, hammers a shot. Save is made. O'Sullivan could have pulled the trigger, but he elected to pass. Now Stafford with it. In behind. Gives to O'Sullivan. Now back to Suter. Top of the slot. Looking. Feeds to the far side. Bourque with a drive, and he rips that wide. And the rebound is held in by Suter. But he turns it over to the Russians, and they clear it all the way down.
It appeared that Fritsche had broken the blade of his stick on that one time, and it was just a big piece of tape that came off the blade of his stick. He was able to stay out there. He's still playing with the blade of that stick with tape flapping around. Good puck possession by the power play.
Here's Hunwick to Stafford. Cross ice pass, and it was on the wrong side of O'Sullivan. Now O'Sullivan to Hunwick. Wrist shot deflected wide by Fritsche. Bourque to O'Sullivan. To the near side to Stafford. Stafford takes a look. Now to O'Sullivan. Quick shot turned away by Khudobin. Stafford with it again. Down low to Bourque. Fans on the pass, maintains possession. Now through to O'Sullivan, hops his stick, picks it up off the wall. Puts it in front for Fritsche, he's tied up. And the Russians will come away with it. O'Sullivan dumped in front. And play continues, and out of the box comes Tannen. As now we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. It's 5-4 USA. Back here in Grand Forks, and you see how Al Montoya loves to move the puck, especially when Team USA is on the power play.
Team USA at the tail end of that power play. Team Russia trying to make a line change. Montoya recognizes it, the importance of a goaltender that can handle the puck, be accurate, be quick, be athletic. Right there, Montoya able to send that puck 3 zones up the ice to try and take advantage of a line change.
And that's the difference between international hockey and NHL hockey. That would have been blown dead, but here you can make that pass from your own goal line all the way to the opposition blue line. And another difference, no touch icing, which we have right there.
A number of changes that we'll see here in our broadcast that the National Hockey League is examining.
And you see these fans would like to see the National Hockey League come back, but I'm sure they've enjoyed what they've seen here tonight. And for those of you not familiar with this tournament, it only gets better. The hockey is unbelievable. The intensity that these players show playing for their countries really comes across, and Ray Bourque can see it in his son, the way he has responded here tonight.
Yeah, the intensity level, the competition, what it means to these players to play for their country, even though in Team USA's case, certainly, they come together in such a short period of time. It's difficult for the coaching staff to really gel this team, to make them understand how important it is. They spend time together, get to know each other, because it will translate to success on the ice. Difficult task, but you're right, Jim. It just gets better and better with more intensity, more at stake the later we get into this tournament.
Well, Dennis Arshin has just been shown the gate. He's been not only penalized, but he's been told to go to the locker room. They have not put any penalty time on the clock, so I'm assuming it's a misconduct.
Yeah, they're playing 5-on-5 on the ice, so no minor penalty.
But a big presence for the Russian is gone, as Dennis Arshin has been excused for the remainder of this hockey game with a 10-minute misconduct. And we have just over 4 minutes, or rather 3 minutes to play in the hockey game offside at the United States blue line.
Well, we made mention of Alexander Ovechkin having a little something to say to the linesman earlier in this hockey game.
Right.
Perhaps a little too colorful by a fellow teammate who's going to end up in the dressing room for the remainder of this hockey game.
3:31 to go in regulation time. Remember, the clock you're looking at counts up. So we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this hockey game.
Yeah, that was Dennis Parshin that made his way, as you mentioned, Jim, to the locker room. And he's the right winger that plays with Malkin, who's been very effective here. So perhaps you look in the final 3.5 minutes, perhaps Ovechkin and Malkin on the ice at the same time when you need a goal. You're talking about the 2 top picks in the amateur entry draft in the National Hockey League.
3:22 to go here in the third. United States leading it by 1. A win here would put Team USA atop their pool. And as Andy pointed out earlier, it is almost critical if you want to get the gold to get that bye into the semifinals and not play the crossover game. But that's a long way away. Porter fires a long shot. Kessel after the rebound on the far side. He's pinned to the wall but spins away. Phil Kessel, the youngest player in this tournament, pushed up along the wall, trying to work it free. Robel holding him up there. Now Bourque in to help out. And finally the puck comes free to the far side where Eschoff has it. Eschoff's long pass deflected at center. Ward is able to clear it out, then brought back in offside. So Team USA offside at the blue line. Al Montoya has been hot here in the third.
What a great opportunity for Al Montoya to reestablish himself as a meaningful difference in a hockey game coming into this third period. A number of goals, a couple that he'd probably like to have back to that point in the hockey game, but he has been more than solid here in the third period. Opportunities for Team Russia. They've had the better of the play. They've had the more quality scoring chances, and Montoya has been unbeatable here to this point in the third period.
Now Bourque across the line, plays it in deep. And Andy, how hard is it for a goaltender to come back and play in this tournament after he had so much success a year ago?
Well, I think it was pretty evident in the first two periods how difficult it can be. No matter how much you prepare, you think you're ready, until you're actually out there in game action against an elite opponent, do you really know how you're going to respond? Where Team USA is concerned about how he's going to respond here in the third period, and can he allow his team to not only help get the lead, but maintain it once they get it.
Scott Sandelin, head coach at Team USA, hoping this clock would just tick a little faster. 2:02 left in regulation. Of course, he is the head coach at the University of Minnesota Duluth and had a tremendous year last year and was named the Spencer Penrose Award winner, which goes to the top coach in all of college hockey. Meanwhile, here's a quick shot right on, and Montoya, a good job making the glove save on Nikolulin.
An uncharacteristic turnover by Ryan Suter in the neutral zone. He thought he had his man beat, try to lean in, protect the puck with one hand, and then he lost it. Opportunistic turnover taken by Nikolulin. That's a pretty good wrist shot go. Hagemo coming over to help out his defense partner Ryan Suter, forcing that shot from a little further out than Nikolulin would have liked to let it go, but once again, Montoya perfectly positioned.
Now Fritsche comes out to take this all-important face-off in the United States zone, and now he is, looks like he may be tossed out by the linesman. So now Porter will have to take the draw. And Porter does a nice job to tie up his man. That allowed Fritsche to gain control, and he'll just push it down ice. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the hockey game. Ovechkin plays it back around to the near side in his own zone. Now takes the return pass. Here comes Alexander Ovechkin, the top pick of the draft. Fans on his shot. Tries to center it. It's blocked. Comes back near the blue line. Puck in front. And Fritsche is there to lug it out to center. And then the puck went into the Russian bench, came back into play, and so we'll have a stoppage now with a minute 16 to play.
Pretty good burst of speed by Ovechkin to move to the middle of the ice and then get over on that forehand side, much like he scored his goal. Team USA doing a pretty good job to defend. And then when that puck squirted up the left wing boards, they failed to get it out. But once again, Dan Fritsche, the man in perfect position, able to come to the middle of the ice, help protect, good support on the left side to help clear his zone.
Off the face-off, Russians drive it in, looking for the equalizer. If we do end in a tie, that's the way the game is in the preliminary round. It will be a tie. But this crowd wants to see the Americans come away with the victory. Suter carries the center, just slides it in. Final minute of play. The clock will count up to 20. That will be the end of the hockey game.
Keep your eye on the Russian goaltender. He's going to need to get off the ice when this puck gets into the offensive zone. Traditionally, they are not aggressive with getting their goaltender out as he remains in the net. Right now, we're inside 1 minute to go in the hockey game.
Here's a quick shot blocked in front, and Montoya was able to see it through traffic, push it ahead, and then it's relayed out to center. Under 30 to go in the hockey game. Hagemo trying to slap it out, and he's successful. Now at center, Stafford will relay it all the way down, and they say he did it from his own side of center, and they're calling icing on Drew Stafford. So now the faceoff comes back down into the United States zone with 20 seconds to play. Stafford straddling the red line, thought he was over, but the linesman said he was not. So now the faceoff comes back in the U.S. zone, and both teams want to take a timeout and discuss strategy here for this draw.
One thing that you learn as a player, there are a number of calls during the course of a hockey game that you're not going to agree with. It's a matter of how you handle those calls, bad or good. Team USA not agreeing with this icing call, but they got to deal with it. They got a timeout right now. Both clubs discussing strategy. What Team USA needs to do is discuss if we win the draw, more importantly, if we lose the draw.
Stay with ESPN tomorrow night when two teams with a rich tradition meet on ESPN's Sunday Night Football. William Green and the Browns head to Miami for a meeting with Jason Taylor and the Dolphins, who are fresh off that huge Monday night upset of the defending Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. Browns and Dolphins is also available on high definition on ESPN HD. Call your cable operator, DirecTV, or Dish Network today. Coverage begins with NFL Prime Time, presented by Miller Lite at 7:30 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. And again, Fritsche is kicked out of the face-off, but the United States wins the draw as Dowell, the second centerman, puts it to the corner. Porter along the near side, trying to kill time. It's centered towards the net. Puck goes in behind. 9 seconds to play in the hockey game. Centering pass comes through. Pestunov, a one-timer by Ovechkin, and it floated off his stick harmlessly and behind. The game is over, and the United States, in defense of their gold medal, comes out and takes game one, 5-4 over Team Russia.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but certainly a lot to be celebrating about. Team Russia got an opportunity. It appeared that Team USA was going to keep that puck deep in the corner of the rink and not allow that puck to come out in front. The turnover happened. They got it back to the right point. A heads-up cross-ice pass found Ovechkin in a prime scoring area. That puck just kind of went up on edge a little bit.
Yeah, that was the man they wanted to get the puck to. They wanted to set Ovechkin up for the one-timer. He had it there. He had his opportunity, but the puck floated away and off the glass, and the United States wins.
Yeah, but you gotta like what Team USA did. They got the two best centermen on the ice in that final 20 seconds. Not expecting Dan Fritsche to get waved out of the circle, because that's his strong side. A right-handed shot on the backhand. This was on the right wing boards. He gets waved out. Jake Dowell comes in, another veteran of this World Junior Championship, a guy that knows what it takes to win. He had that poise and the calmness to win the draw, get the body position, shovel it in the corner. Ryan Suda helps out, and you end up winning the hockey game.
The United States wins their first. Dan Fritsche with a pair of goals for Team USA, and Chris Bourque helping out as well as the Americans. Defenders of the gold medal are here again trying to win gold. Back on Monday night with more. The United States wins their opener 5-4 over Russia. Good night from Grand Forks.